What is up, guys, and welcome back to the DocMack car channel. Today I'm in my 2011 Toyota Camry Sport Edition. This is one of my recent acquisitions which I had purchased via an auction for such an awesome price, and I will reveal that price in the video that I've made. There will be a video in the link below, so make sure that you go and check that out. It also explains what my plans are with this vehicle and also why I purchased it. In a nutshell, why I purchased this vehicle is so that I can create more car DIY videos for you guys, so that you guys do not need to pay dealership prices for something which you can do yourself. Now, paying dealership prices is awesome because they will give you a product which you can just use without worrying. However, with this method that I'm going to show you, it will actually work, and make sure you follow through the video because I'll be including quite important tips along the way. So now there's a few things we need to look at first. So this car only came with one key when I had purchased it. So if I'd lost this key, then I'd be done for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain how the transponder works first and what are the things you need to consider. I have purchased a spare key. This is a blank key, and that's the part number. So this is a 2011 Toyota Camry, and there are a few things to consider before you purchase it. So that's the part number there. All right. So if you take a look at this key here, it's got a little dot here. And if you take a look at a key from another car I have, around here, it's got a G symbol here. So the reason I'm showing you this is the symbol here, which is a dot, and the symbol here has got a match between your old key and your new key. So when you're looking for a key, always look at the marking here, which can be a dot, it can be a G, it can be a H, or it can also be a few other things as well. So what we're going to do today is we are going to program this blank key. So the reason that I'm not cutting it first is just in case it doesn't work, there's a chance that the place that you purchased it from will actually accept returns for the key because you have actually not cut it. So these keys are identical. You'll need to just make sure that they do match up. All right, so the process is going to be relatively quick and simple. All right, so we have the original key here, and then we got the new key right here, which has not been chipped yet, which has not been coded yet. So I'm going to insert this key in here and take it out 4 times and insert it 5 times. Okay, let's just focus on this security light right here. So what I've done is I have actually taken out the key and put it in 5 times, taken it out 4 times, open and shut the door 6 times. Now I've inserted the new key in, and we just got to keep an eye on that flashing security symbol to see if it all goes off. And we'll give it about 60 seconds or so. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the key out. And then if this has worked, when I insert the key back in, the light will stop flashing. Okay, that looks to have worked. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to get this key cut, and then we're going to see if it turns over the engine. All right, guys, we are now back with the cut key, and we are going to see if the proof of the pudding actually works with my method of registering your transponder key to the car's immobilizer system. But before we get into checking if it works, I've got a tip to share with you. So always buy genuine OEM Toyota keys. There are a lot of keys out there on the internet that may work, not will work, because those can be a bit iffy. There's a transponder chip inside here, and genuine OEM Toyota ones will always work. It actually sends an electrical signal once you put the key into the ignition cylinder, and if at all that's a malfunction third-party unit, that could cause more damage to your vehicle. My second most important tip, well actually probably the first, is if you are going to cut the key elsewhere, you will need to ask Toyota for what is called a key code. So basically what a key code is basically something that they can get off your VIN number, and when they cut the key, they cut it to the code. So if you take a look at the difference between the two keys here, this is the key which is the one which came with my vehicle, and this is my new key. So if you look at this one, there are a few minor nicks on the key. So if you ask a locksmith to cut the key, he'll cut everything including those little nicks that you made on the key. So that might not actually work very well. So what you need to do is you need to ask Toyota for the key code if you're going to cut your key elsewhere. And what they'll do is they'll put that code into the machine, and then the machine will cut the key to the code to your vehicle. So what that means is that this key is brand new, as though it just came out from the factory. And this is the new key, which is like a key which has been reborn. So think of it, on day one when your car went out of the showroom, this key was exactly like this. So the key code cuts it exactly to your car's specification when the car was brand new. So you got a brand new key, and that's guaranteed to work always. All right, I'm just going to show you guys how much I saved from having to pay the dealership prices. So this is the price breakdown. So the key cost me $42.50 New Zealand, and the code plus cutting would have cost me 123 New Zealand dollars. That would have come to $175.50 New Zealand dollars and 117 USD. So the cost to me, because I'm doing this by myself, is for the key I paid $42.50, and the cutting was 35 New Zealand dollars, and my coding, which I'm going to show you guys, cost nothing at all. So that is a total saving of $77.50 New Zealand and 52 USD, which has been saved. All right, without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys, we're now going to see if at all my method for registering the transponder key to your car's immobilizer system works. So the first thing we're going to see is that security light is blinking, which is normal. And then I'm going to insert it in to the ignition, and the security light goes off. That's fantastic. And then I'm going to turn the ignition, and I'm going to start the engine. And there you go. You just saved yourself 52 US dollars. And you also gain the knowledge on how you can actually program the transponder key by yourself. Well done. All right, for those of you who need a bit of a rundown of what had been done, I will include the list of steps in the video description below. This should work for most Toyotas from, I think, 2004 onwards. So comment down below on what car you had used it for and as to whether this solution had worked for you or not. Alright, and for those of you who do need a rundown on exactly what had been done, so this is my original master key. I had inserted the key 5 times and pulled it out 4 times. So you insert and take it out, and on the 5th time you leave the key inside, and do not turn on the ignition or anything, just leave the key as it is. Then what I had done is I had opened and shut the door 6 times, and what my suggestion is to actually count the number of closes as number 6. After you had done that, you will still have the key in the ignition and the light will still be off on the security light. Once you pull the key out, the security light will actually stay solid red, and you have got only a few seconds to put your uncoded transponder key in here. And once you put it in there, the security light will actually start flashing quite rapidly for about between 40 to 50 seconds, and then once it's coded, the security light will go off, and voila, you're done. And then you can get the key cut to the code, which I'd actually shared with you how you can do that just now. And there you go, you just saved yourself 52 bucks. I hope this has been useful. I've also got a video for the remote as well, which I'm going to post shortly, and that itself is, in a saving by itself, is a heck of a lot of money, and I'll get into the cost on how much that one is. Alright, I hope this video has been informative and helpful for you guys. If you'd like to see the car video that I had made on this car, the link will be in the description below, and also the link to the key fob remote will also be in the link below. Make sure to subscribe, turn on the post notification bell, and subscribing is completely free. I hope this has been helpful to you guys. Cheers and have a great day. Bye.